What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So we have a public service announcement. Five-time world champion, three-division world champion, superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 30 wins, no losses, one draw, 28 wins by way of knockout, announces that he's stepping away from the sport of boxing after his exhibition showdown with YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul. And Gervonta Tank Davis takes to his social media to explain to his fans the reasoning. Not taking into accountability, right? But just simply because he is a child that has been reprimanded and not allowed to get his way anymore. He's a spoiled child, a spoiled brat in a sport that was used to having things handed to him. And now things have gotten tough. He's grown up. Okay? The parents took the trust fund away. And now they're letting him know that in order for you to make and earn your trust fund back, you're going to have to work hard for it. And he don't want to do it. Right? Gervonta Tank Davis, oddly enough, is going to fight YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul, who is 12 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 7 wins by way of knockout. Because he states that, quote, boxing is definitely take a turn because His Excellency Turki Alalshikh is taking over the sport of boxing, and he's used to getting his way and being in control and controlling the narrative with Premier Boxing Champion, founder and advisor Al Heyman and the PBC, and they no longer have the budget and the money to do what they did in the past, and they no longer can control the narrative. Now, in order for him to compete with them, he's going to have to fight big names to recoup that money. He's going to have to fight real fights to recoup the money that he's looking to gain, and they will have to put out. And he don't want to do that. And if he goes with His Excellency Turki Alalshikh, he's going to have to fight tough fights. And he already told us he's afraid to lose. So this is what he says. Boxing has definitely taken a turn because of Turki Alalshikh. It went from this side to that side, right? Meaning it went from the control of the PBC having the controlling the narrative with the quote unquote biggest names to now Turki Alalshikh in control. And this quote this sport, I'm a paraphrase, and this sport is not loyal. Why would I care what people think? I'm moving accordingly to how boxing is today, and boxing is dead. No, it's dead because of you. You are a major participant in trying to tear down the sport of boxing because you're only in the sport of boxing for monetary gain and to take advantage of the fans and the money they put out. You're not in it for your legacy. You're not in it to give the fans the fights that they want to see. You are a cancer to the sport of boxing. Now, one of his biggest supporters, Ray Jackson, says, in response to him, all you got to do is fight Shakur. And this is Gervonta Tank Davis's response. Quote, LOL, that's how I know it's hate and jealousy because you not even telling me to fight my rematch, telling me to fight someone else when you got hurt and more in the fight. When you got hurt and more in the fight, but y'all deriding his big bro now, talking about Terence Crawford. Where was this energy 2 to 3 fights ago? He says 2 to 3 fights again. He can't even speak clearly. 2 to 3 fights again. 2 to 3 fights ago, you are real lame. Y'all all are. So he's saying that his fans are lame for asking him to fight Shakur Stevenson, and says, where was this energy 2 to 3 fights ago? This dude is delusional. He's a cancer to the sport. He needs not to be in the sport of boxing. I at this point, I can't wait till Gervonta Tank Davis just steps away from the sport. 2 to 3 fights ago, we've been clamoring for you to fight Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, brother. You said before, when you fought against Rolly Romero after that fight, that was in 2021, 2022 or whatever. You said after that fight, you was going to fight Shakur Stevenson. The world was calling for that fight and Devin Haney fight. You didn't give us the fights. What are you talking about? Where was this energy 2 to 3 fights ago? You are the lame. You talking about Ray Jackson is the lame, and I don't rock with Ray Jackson. But you're the lame. You fought Rolly 2022, 3 years ago, brother. We called for that fight. After you fought Rolly, you chose to fight Hector Garcia at a 130 pounder and brought him up in weight. Ryan Garcia, cool fight, but you put stipulations, rehydration cords, catch weight on him, and then you fought Frank Martin instead of fighting Shakur Stevenson. And you stole Frank Martin from Shakur Stevenson because Shakur Stevenson was trying to fight you. You wouldn't fight him. Leonard Ellaby said the fight ain't ready to happen yet with you and Devin Haney and you and Shakur Stevenson. What are you talking about? Where was this energy? We was talking about this for 3 years. You didn't give us the fight. Now he's talking about Terence Crawford. Y'all D-riding his big bro. You got so much energy for Terence Crawford, yet you fighting Jake Paul, who is 6'1", 76-inch arm reach, 200-plus pounder. You fight him at a catchweight 195. Why don't you fight Terence Crawford, who is 5'8", 74-inch arm reach, and fights at now 168, and technically, he, like he said, he'll fight at 160. So why don't you move up to 160? That's 25 pounds. You're going to move up 60 pounds and fight Jake Paul? Oh, how about just going to 147 and fighting Devin Haney? That's 12 pounds. Or how about just fighting Shakur Stevenson at 135? You got 3 options right there for you. No, you scared to fight Shakur. You scared to fight Devin Haney. You ain't never talked about fighting Teofimo Lopez ever. Outside of when Teofimo Lopez made the comments he made and you said you would fight him in the streets. You never, ever entertain a possible fight with Teofimo Lopez. You are the reason the sport of boxing is in a state. No, actually, the sport of boxing is in a great state. In spite of you and what you tried to do. And I don't care who like it and don't like it. Period. The sport of boxing has moved on from you. And you're mad that you're not in control. You can't control the narrative. There is no A side, B side. You the B side to Jake Paul, a YouTuber with 13 total fights. One point in time, you was claiming you the sport of boxing. Now you talking about, I ain't the face of the sport of boxing. I'm just a boxer. Yeah, because you ain't in control no more. You a spoiled brat that has to be that's now being forced to have to earn his living, and you don't want to do it. And you're afraid to go out there in the world because you're afraid to fail. And to say that you got hurt. No, then to say that you're not even talking about the rematch with Lamont Roach. You arguably lost to Lamont Roach as you opened up as a 25-1 favorite. The night of the fight, you was a 15-1 favorite. That's how big the gap was. Lamont Roach arguably beat you. You fought to a draw, and you ain't give us the rematch. Don't say that the boxing world ain't asking for the rematch with Lamont Roach because the whole boxing world was clamoring for the rematch. You didn't want to do it. And I got good insight that you was afraid to do it. And you got beat up in sparring. You are the reason you tried to make the sport of boxing trash. You did your best in it, and it thrived without you. And now you're mad. Tank Davis is the woman that leaves and thinks that you can't get another woman as good looking as her, better than her, cook good as she does. And when she leaves, you upgrade And now they mad? They salty? That's what Tank Davis is. Trying to kick dirt on the sport. Sorry. The sport thrived in spite of you trying to taint it. Talking about belts don't matter. Now Terence Crawford did become undisputed. Everybody focused on becoming undisputed. David Benavidez talking about becoming undisputed. See, the sport thrived in spite of your actions. Period. How dare you say Shakur Stevenson got hurt 2 to 3 times? Man, come on, man. He got hurt. Shakur Stevenson got hurt in the fight. Now you trying to no, that Williams to pay the fight. He showed up and showed out. He fought Williams to pay the fight. No catch weight, no rehydration clause. Period. You ain't never showed up and showed out. And that's all I got for y'all, man. Oh, man, I can't wait for this dude to retire. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.